Okay, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Thanks for tuning in. Today in this video, we're going to take a look at a Mick Strider Custom Jibble. This is a performance series, so it has a machine ground blade, not a hand ground blade, but it's still considered a custom. Okay, and we want to compare it against the Strider SMF and the Strider SNG, because those are the main table legs in the Strider lineup. So I just received this yesterday, so it's brand new. This is the packaging it comes in. It comes with this patch here, this Velcro. You can remove that. It says Jibble. That's quite nice. So it comes in this nice little padded Velcro pouch here. Whoa. Some black coffee here for reference, size reference. Okay, so it comes in this really cool looking case. Really nice. I like that. And then in here you find the knife. So let's set this aside. So that's the the Jibble Performance Series Mick Strider Custom. You can see right there on the pocket clip, it's got the Mick Strider Custom initials, and it has this really cool emblem right here, which is pretty awesome. It's actually like he's engraved this into the metal. It's not like a sticker or something. That's the texture of the metal. It's been machined right there perfectly, and then these triangles around it, so it's kind of hard to focus on that close, but it looks really good in person. So that's done really nicely. It has a stonewash finish, as you can see, and it has a coating on the blade. It's extremely smooth. I'm going to set this coffee to the side here. It's extremely smooth straight out of the box. Fairly early lockup and perfect blade centering. So that's good. So I just wanted to do this video mainly because I've never seen a YouTube video on a Jibble, and if you're wondering, how it fits in the hand, and like I said, in comparison to some of the other models, we're going to look at all the specs and the details in this video. So it's not really a review. I've never used this knife. It's more of an overview, and we're going to compare the sizes. So, let's just jump right into it. I'm going to bring out a couple of the table legs here in the Strider lineup. So here we have the SMF, as you all know. This is a SNG, and the Jibble, of course. So let's talk about the SMF first, in terms of the the version I have, which is this is a standard production version. This is a Mick Strider Custom Performance Series, and this is a Mick Strider Custom Performance Series. Now, you can get this in a standard production version, of course, but you cannot get this in a standard production version. These were only available in full customs, meaning they had custom blades, but he recently came out with these in the performance line. So in the performance line, knives seem to run about half the cost of a full custom, and so these get quite expensive. But anyways, like I said, this is a production version, so you notice the hardware is not upgraded. Like, these have upgraded hardware. It's all like stainless steel and titanium hardware. Over here, it's not that it's bad, it's just, it's like black coated hardware and whatnot. So, this is flamed, and they call it flamed and striped. The blade is striped there, and it has the flame job on the titanium. It's really awesome how they do that. And then this one here is a concealed carry. So as you can see, it's contoured, meaning the shape here is contoured. Okay, that's the concealed carry. It's contoured on both sides. So it's nicer to carry. It's more slim. It tapers down. So you know, that's nice that we have a concealed carry versus a Lego, because I don't really like the bulky Legos as much. So this one here is also a concealed carry with the contoured frame and whatnot on both sides. And this one is actually a kind of a limited production run they did with the Monkey Edge exclusive. As you can see right there, there's a monkey edge. There's the monkey logo. I'm trying to get this to focus here. Hold up. Right there on the pocket clip, there's a monkey face. That's the Monkey Edge logo. So, you know, he did a run of these, you know, with the frag pattern. That's the Monkey Edge exclusive. So I'm sure you won't be able to find one of these brand new anywhere, but, you know, we're just going to use this as a knife to compare it. So we're first, let's talk about the blade length on these. So the blade length on the SMF is going to be 4 inches. The blade length on the SNG is going to be 3.5 inches. And the blade length on the Jibble is going to be 3.5 inches. Now let's talk about the cutting length. They're all almost identical. So this cutting length here on this blade is 3.10 inches. This cutting length is 2.90 inches. And this cutting length is 3.05 inches. Okay, and now let's talk about the closed length. The closed length on a SMF is 5 inches. The closed length on a SNG is 4.7 inches. And the closed length on a Jibble is 4.95 inches. So when it's closed, you know, as you can see, it's nearly identical in size to the SMF. All right, now let's talk about the blade thickness. Okay, the blade thickness on the SMF is 0.190 inches. It's pretty darn thick. Now the blade thickness, on the Jibble is the exact same as the SMF, 0.190 inches. The blade thickness on the SNG is 0.160 inches. So it is a bit slimmer, as you can see. Okay. Let's talk about the handle thickness. Now the handle thickness is 0.54 inches on the SMF, and it's 0.49 inches on the SNG, and it is 0.62 inches on the Jibble. Okay, now let's talk about the weight. I don't have the actual specs for these particular models because, like I said, this is a concealed carry and this is a, kind of a limited edition. So we're just comparing specs to what I'm referencing is Strider SNG Lego and SMF Lego. Okay, so when I give you the weights, that's what I'm referring to, not to these knives. These are going to be slightly different because of the handle scale variation and the fact that this is a concealed carry. And so, you know, these numbers aren't exact to these knives, but just generally speaking for the models. So the SMF in a standard Lego would be 5.5 ounces. The SNG in a standard Lego would be 4.4 ounces. So there's about 1 ounce difference between these two. This one being about 1 ounce heavier. Obviously, it's 10% bigger. And now this guy comes in at a whopping 8.0 ounces. Yeah, that's right. That's a half a pound. That's pretty chunky, isn't it? Well, obviously, where all that weight is coming from, now that we've established the blade thickness is identical to the SMF, and the blade length is actually less than the SMF, but it weighs twice the amount. Well, the belly is extremely deep, so it's wider this way. You know, the dimension this way is going to be bigger than on the SMF. This direction right here, okay? But obviously, where all the weight comes from is these massive double-walled handle scales here. And the size of those standoffs, they're just massive. So that's where all the weight's coming from, is these handle scales. But you know, that's really what we want to talk about in this video is just how this feels in hand, the ergonomics and whatnot. So, you know, we just use these for a reference in size and weight. So now you can kind of see, like, imagine like how this is going to feel, how this is going to be in the hand when you get it, if you're interested in buying one. So, I mean, this is clearly, this finger choil is indefinitely a double finger choil. So, for my estimation, it looks like there's like two ways to hold this knife. You know, you kind of like hang out back here. You got your two fingers in the front in this choil, and then the back two fingers right on this flat surface, and it's it just, my hand just goes right to it. It's comfortable. It's not like, you know, I'm forced. I don't feel like I'm forced. There's plenty of room to move my fingers around. It's just comfortable. There's no hot spots. This little point right here is not a problem. I thought it might be, but, you know, for me, like I said, my fingers fit right in there, as you can see, perfect. And those two fit right there. So just depending on the size of your hand, I mean, I don't know, it works really well for my hand. That's all I can say. It's very comfortable, and the fact that it's so thick and wide, it just really fills the hand. Like, you just feel like you got an epic grip on this. Like, it's hard to explain, but you're going to have to hold it, and you're going to realize that this is seriously a freaking badass knife. Like, it really fills the hand. Like, you just feel like you got like a death grip on that thing. I mean, this just feels like a little flimsy toy in comparison to that. I mean, I can't believe I'm saying that. You know, this knife felt like rock solid until I got my hands on the Jibble. And now, you know, this and even this SMF here, they feel like just flimsy. You know what I mean? They're not. I mean, they don't have any any blade play or anything. You know what I mean? They're really solid, both of them. They're both extremely solid, but they're just flimsier feeling due to the fact that they're just so much slimmer. And then this guy, you know, he's so chunky, and it just feels like a fixed blade. Like, that is not moving in any direction. I've never felt a folder that feels this solid. This knife is just freaking badass. Oh, okay, so my bad. The other finger placement would be to use the front choil with the single finger there, and then put your two middle fingers in that choil with the pinky back here. If you want to, you know, choke up on it like that, it's perfect. You get the jimping right there. So you got that grip, and then you got this grip. And they're both extremely comfortable. They're just absolutely epic, and I freaking love it. And then, of course, you got the reverse grip. which is also like you have two options. You can go like that or like that. And again, the fingers just fall perfectly. Thumb falls comfortably. If we choke up, still extremely comfortable. So either way, this is just a winner overall. The ergonomics, the design, it's absolutely freaking epic. It's totally awesome. I absolutely love it. Just the quality, the fit and the finish. There's no rough edges. I mean, the hardware is all beautiful. Everything about it, super smooth, ultra solid bank vault, rock solid lockup, just overbuilt to the hilt. Totally badass. I just freaking going crazy. I can't believe I got this thing. So yeah, that's just a close-up look and size comparison again between some of the table legs and the Emerson, the Strider. Well, my bad, the Strider lineup here. So, all right, thanks for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions or concerns, or if you have a Jibble and what your impressions are of it. All right, cool. Peace out.